Okay, it's back in. So, looks like my mark was slightly off. Oh well. Okay, you can see where I filed it back flat. So, it was pushed up on the edge here, probably from when it was whoever put the race in before, or who knows. I doubt if it's there since I made the case, but who knows. And when I knocked off those high spots, then my tool sat flat. Once it's square, then everything pushes in straight and even like it's supposed to. Duh. Okay, now to hone this race out, we're going to have to take this clip out. So that's just a matter of getting under here with a screwdriver and pulling it off. See, it moves up a little bit, like that. So once you get up a little bit like that, you're good. So I'm going to use a bigger screwdriver so I get more pressure on it. Now you don't have to beat it out or force it out. It should be able to come out relatively easily. So you just collapse it inwards and push up slightly with the other screwdriver. Once you're behind it, you can kind of work it around a little bit. Still don't want to do that, it's still pretty tight. So you just move it in a little bit as you do it. Pops up. Took a lot of pressure to get that off, so we're going to put a new one in there. Obviously it's bent, so we're going to not reuse that. Okay, now it's out of the way. Now we can go ahead and hone that out once we figure out how much we need. Need to put the, I don't have to put it back on a stand, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway. It's a little bit easier for not fighting everything. Come on. There. Next thing I do is put the trap door back on. Now I went ahead and reamed out the holes all the way through, took off the burrs, and then I deburred the chamfer on the top so it won't compress against the bolt again. So now this should go together relatively easily. We're not fighting the bolts like we were last time as much. Should go all the way down. Alright. Alright, so we're ready to do a line lap now. So what I gotta do now, I gotta measure up everything, figure out what size bearings, or what size hole we have, and go from there. So I'm gonna take our calculator. We already know what the bearings are. The bearings were 0.156 is what the bearings were. Times 2 equals 312 plus 0.01 for 10 thou clearance. No, that ain't right, dumbass. 0.156. Let me double check. Getting late. Yes, 5/6. Times 2 equals 312 again, plus 0.001, 1 thou clearance, plus the diameter of the shaft, which we don't know yet, we haven't measured it. Should be around 1 inch though, as I recall. Nope, it's under 1 inch. 990.5 looks like. That's probably why it's tight. Let's get the half thou oversize. Yep. I don't know if you can see the veneer scale there, but 5 lines up. It's probably why it's tight. It's a half thou tight. 990 I thought was standard. 0.99. Oh, you dumbass. No, that's correct. I'm not stupid. I'm only partially stupid. 990 and 5/10. So that's a half a thou. 990.5 equals 1.3035. So that's what the hole needs to be minimum. It could be a little bit bigger now, but it needs to be at least that big. The tight spot needs to be that. So 3, huh? Okay, 5/16 is our standard. So this is 303 minus 1.3125 equals 9 thou under. That is not going to fit in that hole. So this is way too big, so we got to change this out. We have the 1.3 in there, but we have a bunch of spacers under it. Looks like there's about an 80 thou spacer underneath there. We got to get rid of that. Okay, so there's our big spacer. Take that out. Clean it off. Put it back where it goes. Looks like we're missing one. Wonder how that happened. That is not good when you're missing parts. Wonder where that washer disappeared to. Yep, at some point we lost that washer. That's not a very good thing to be losing. Can't buy those separate, not very easily. Okay, this should fit now. That it does. Okay, so we go ahead and zero out our dial here. Okay, 0. So we should be 9 thou under. That'd be toward the negative side because that's what our calculator came up with. this, we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. According to this, we're half a thou the good side. When we rotate it, it's out around. Yeah, I can't see that. So, this way, we want to be at least at 1. That's 9 thou on negative side. Because you go up to 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 would be 1 again. When you go the other direction like this, see we're 10 1/4. Oh, there's 11 there. We're 2 thou tight there, see. So this race is way out around, which is not uncommon. Okay, so we have pinched 2 thou on one side and we're loose 1 thou on the other. So we need to hone that out until it works correctly. So that's what we're going to do now. I go find my tools. We'll be back. Okay, I took this all back apart again, push this out, put it back in on the mark where it belongs, and regrouped everything all up. And now things are a lot more even because we're back in the correct spot now. So there's our final side is at 1. We're at 1 right now. Whoop. Before we're at 1.5, remember. So now we're at a couple tenths under there. Size there. Size there. We're a little bit over right here. We're on size right here. So it's pretty even now. Slightly big right there. Alright, so it's looking a lot better. We got it back how it came out of the case. So it evened it up a lot better. I'm still going to go ahead and just give it a little bit of a hone just to clean up the surfaces and see where we're at. So I still got to get the hone and stick it over the machine and go for it. So the hone we use is one of those piloted ones back there usually. Probably this one here would be my guess. That looks like a small one, doesn't it? So, be careful and cut yourself and there's shim sticking out. So you can see how that pilot's down in that hole way down in there. That looks like the right size. And it goes in there like that. Give it a few strokes back and forth and we should be pretty good. So I made all this stuff. I had to weld that big stub on the end of it and remachine everything and shim it to make it all cut even. And I've sliced myself open more than once on those stupid shims, but oh well. You just gotta remember to keep your stinking fingers out of that area. At some point I should come by there and grind those all off, shouldn't I? But, yeah. Why do you want to do that? That'd be smart. We've never been accused of being smart around here. Just persistent. Alright, so if you hold it like that, that's how you get cut. Make sure it's all the way in. Turn it down. Get our support up here. Not sure we need that to be, so we'll put it right there. Move that out a little bit further so you don't get oil all over me. Okay. Indicator we can find it. Man, this thing is heavy. Alright. Obviously we're way too close to go in, I think. Definitely way too close. The case is heavy with all those parts in there. There might be enough space. made a mess. Who did that? Okay. Need a little lubricant on there. Okay, we need to get, yeah, like this. There it goes. It's too big now, I guess. There it goes. Okay. A good spot there. All right, looks good. Appears to be a lack of space around here. Felt pretty round holding. Of course, the case is so heavy it's hard to tell, but it felt good. Okay, we're now at, got one there. Yeah, we're still tight right there. See, we're just under the one right here. Not quite that big. You're 2/10 under right there, so we're a little bit tight. Oop. Stay out of the groove. So that is our tightest spot at that angle. Over here, you see it loosens up. Not too bad though. Over here, it's our worst spot. About 6/10 under, so we're a little bit big on that side, but oh well. The tight side's what you got to get rid of, not the loose side. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit more honing. Some more oil on there, hopefully, where it needs it. All right. I think I'll loosen that up over there. No, we're still good. Okay, we'll do some more. Maybe. Okay. See, I think we're tight at this angle here. Bingo. We're now over the one now. 11 right there, 1/10 over. A little bit of taper in there. There's a couple tenths taper maybe max. Check over here. Oop. Come on, get back over there. Definitely on the big side there. All right. I think we're good enough. Now I'm going to do a bunch of cleaning and try our shaft in there and see what we think of it. So I think I'll try the shaft first, but I still got to clean it first. All right, we'll be back. Okay, I got it roughly cleaned up, so not super clean, just clean enough to deal with right now. I'm going to go ahead and put the bearings in here with the main shaft and see how it feels. I'm not going to fully assemble it though. I'm just going to check the fitment of the rollers in here. See how it looks. Or feels actually, not looks. The bearings should be a little bit on the loose side. So that means they won't be tight. So that's more the direction I was trying to be in anyway. This time I'll go ahead and put it in, put the bearings in from the side here. Put the main shaft in there. Try to put some rollers in here. Rollers are laying over a little bit. Don't want to go around all the way around, that's not a good sign. It goes. There we go. They quit binding, now they're going in. Okay, one more. Get my screwdriver between the rollers and then wiggle and slightly pry. Should make room for the last one, hopefully. There we go. All the rollers are in there now. No problem. Now you see how loose it feels. We want some jiggle to it. And now it moves up and down pretty freely. A little bit on the loose side. Loose is good. You will never have a problem being loose. You'll have a problem being tight. It's probably about 1/4 of a thou loose. But it's even. You can do a circle like that. It's got clearance all the way around. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll blow it up a little bit. So see how it moves all the way around the circle? That means you're loose everywhere. You're loose this way, that way, this way. We made it a little bit looser, but we made it round and true. After we pushed it back in, it was pretty round, but it had some high spots in there, or in this case, low spots we had to get rid of. So I honed it out, so now it's just slightly on the loose side, but it's good. So I don't mind being loose, that's just fine. It's a racing fit. When you have a mismatched trap door, it's definitely better to be a little bit loose than tight, because tight will definitely bind up. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. It seems to be pretty good. Alright, so that's going to be it for tonight on this. So it came out and the roller stayed in the case. It's another good sign that it's not too tight. If it was binding, those rollers would not have stayed in there. So we'll see if the customer wants to put new bearings in here or keep these old ones. I don't know how old these are. I don't think these are new, but we'll ask him. But we'll see what he wants to do. We'll put this thing together. I'll call those out. Looks good. Get this stuff all cleaned up really, really good. And we can start putting the whole motor together. That'll be different. Probably still do a mock-up on the transmission just once to make sure everything's free before I totally do everything. So, all right, that's it for tonight on this one.